David is housekeeper, Allison Jeff.
Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Inside Scoop with Alex and Jeff. I'm Jeff Doss. Alex is going to join us a little bit later. We will see, but we have a special guest with us tonight, and we're going to get to that in a second. As always, we are sponsored by the Virtual Fight Tour, and we are excited to be ready for this next edition of VFT, Put Up or Shut Up. That's going to happen in September 22nd, 23rd. We have the Put Up or Shut Up. If you are the best fighting team, put your money up and let's see it. We're going to see that. And then the next day, have the King of New York. So it's going to be great. What's up, Sam? How you doing? And also, we just found out that there's going to be a UK VFT. So that is something else that we're going to look forward to this summer. So man, that brings a lot of, has the wheels moving of who can we see fighting from the UK, on this that's pay-per-view card, maybe Elijah, maybe some other guys from England that we got to see in the Waco tour. So it's going to be great. And maybe some guys from America against them. So check out Virtual Fight Tour, guys. Go there and check it out. All right. Sam, what's up, my friend? How you doing? Good. All right. So thank you guys so much for supporting us. And I'm doing well, Sam. We are going to go ahead and introduce our special guest, one of the biggest supporters of our sport over the past 20 years, Chen. How you doing, sir?
Hello, Jeff. How you doing? Hello,
Good,
everyone.
Good. Awesome. Well, we're excited to just share your story, talk about some things in the sport, your contributions to it, and also just your side of it, how you see the sport from your view, which you've had several different views, as a parent, as a sponsor, as a business owner in the sport. So let's just start from the beginning. How did you get started being involved in martial arts?
Again, thanks for having me. So basically, I was just a karate dad back in 2007 when my daughter started competing.
Okay.
And we were very fortunate to meet a lot of great people. So then my daughter was picked up by
right. What school was it? What school was it that
Amanda?
That you guys came from? Yes.
Yeah, Amanda, she was trained by Mark Russo, Amerikick.
Awesome. So Mark another
Russo's,
great school.
Yeah, Mark Russo school. So that's how we started. And, then we were out there competing for about 2 years. Then Amanda became a team member of All-Star Gear, which were Raymond Daniel, Jack, Robbie, Hugh Smith back then.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big team.
Yeah, so we start traveling to pretty much, both NBA. I mean, actually, she did an NBL. She did a NASCAR. She also did WKA. So, and also we
went everything.
Pretty much we went to Waco too at that time. So we met a lot of people. So that's how this All-Star Gear started. So
okay.
So I started at that time. I was thinking, like, we don't have a good equipment here. Just open hand, foam dips.
Right.
And my daughter
goes through that. You were seeing that a lot in doing the Waco tournaments, right?
Yeah, we go to Europe. We see that everyone's using a close hand gloves.
Right.
It's
Right.
more protection. Yeah, I see NBA doing a continuous. People are using open hand.
Yeah. Right.
My daughter had more scratch on her face, than I should get punched in the face. So, but at the time, the gear is very expensive. At that time, there's only maybe two brands. One's called Top 10 and one's called Set.
Yeah.
And those gloves really run like $80, $90 pair.
Correct.
And compare the foam discs around what, $20, $30. And they only
Yeah.
last for like a couple
Month.
weeks, couple
Yeah.
days.
Exactly. Yeah.
So at the time, it's like at the same time, I see it's expensive for these players to go to tournaments. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I see. I mean, not just All Star. I see a lot of karate tournament. It's like 8, 9 people fit in the rooms. People drive like 18, 20 hours to go to tournaments.
Yes, sir.
It was crazy. And that's why no one can afford it to spend 80, 90, $100 on the equipment. You're talking about helmet was $150.
Yeah. Yeah. The top 10
And
helmets.
and because I'm in the manufacturer business, I'm an importing, manufacturer business from Asia.
Okay.
So I thought,
Okay.
that's how I started with ideas. I was talking to Raymond, maybe we should come up with our own gears.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to sell product at $80, $90. So I was
Right.
like, I need to come under $50.
Right. Right.
$35 for foam discs, $80 for the, top 10 or set. There's nothing
Somewhere
in
in
between.
between.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something in between.
That's right.
So I see a niche of, and at that time I was just trying to create a brand, make enough money, and support All Star.
Mm-hmm.
And just help all these kids go to tournament because my daughter was on the team. And so me and Raymond and Hughes at the time was Hughes Smith, we agreed, to come up with our own brand. And I was able to get this product made, keep the price I want to be, and introduce it to the market.
Okay.
And at the time, we just try to hopefully make enough money to support the All Star team only.
Right. Yeah. Just to support the team. Right. That's where
Yeah.
it started. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how all these things started. This started back in 2009.
Right.
So 2010, we launched our brand and become very success.
Yeah. And you were doing the gear as well as uniforms.
Yes, at that time was because the uniforms either very sporty look like at that time. I think the top brand was
Probably
the
rec
Jerry,
suit.
the Rec suit.
Yeah. Rec suit. Yeah.
But I don't know what's behind it. But I heard a lot of people have an issue with the company. They can
Right. I think getting the product on a good time and in a decent amount of time was always hard with that. So
yeah. And at that
and
time,
and the style was changing too.
yeah, at that time, what happened was the All Star have this uniform made by SAT was a real good looking uniform, but it was so expensive. The uniform was like $150.
Right.
So same thing, I took the idea, modified it a bit, and make still the traditional karate look,
Mm-hmm.
karate gi looks, but at the same time has a lot of logos around, and like a NASCAR.
Yeah.
That's how people
Yeah.
have a patch, logos, sponsors, and turn out. And try to keep the same, price point around like $50, like half the price. So 2010, we started brand and it becomes a very success. But at that time it was getting hard because I have my regular business.
Mm-hmm.
So I was telling Raymond, we had to start try to push this brand to everybody, NBA, NBL, NASCAR. but there was a difference,
Opinion,
between
right? Okay.
opinions. So that's another story. So
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I understand. Yeah, we don't have to get in. You can get into as much
yeah,
as you want to about it, but
yeah.
and
But
I
it's how it
understand.
started. We just
Yeah,
try to make money to help the All-Star team traveling, go to tournaments. But it's become very success. Like,
yeah,
you know,
and Jason, one of the things too is you made it affordable for like school teams to have their whole competition team having it. You know what I mean? It wasn't just
yeah,
like sponsored teams that were wearing ASG. You know what I mean? It was a lot of school teams, which is I'd say, especially at the time, NBL had was real big as far as supporting that.
oh yes.
The,
I
the
mean, so
the
they
teams in
said,
Mexico and Laco's team down in Alchemy. I mean, they every year had a new uniform.
yeah.
So
I mean, we sell uniform. We even sell uniform to Europe. We sell uniform to Russia.
yeah,
I mean, we sell uniform to Australia. I mean, there was a lot of country got involved with the ASG. To be honest with you, the All-Star gear, another name was called. It's not about All-Star gear. It's called affordable sparring gear. That's what
okay,
ASG been for.
okay.
Affordable sparring gear.
Affordable sparring gear. There you go.
Yeah, so that's how it was another name. But so start 2012. So me, we have different opinions. So those guys decide to stop represent the brand. At that time, I was just thinking about it. I have to make this work because I invest a lot of money, time.
Yeah,
I can't
invested into it. Yeah,
I can't just sort of do smaller sales and take care of a small group of people. It's not what I want to do. Either if I do, I want to do it good. I want to, I want to make it a well-known brand, and that can
right.
become very success. So start talking to a lot of people. At that time, Raymond and Hugh decided to stop doing it, and so I kind of took over and start run the business.
Okay.
But for me to for this to make it work, I need a lot of people's support. I mean, so by the time I see a lot of people needs help out there, I met a lot of great people. I do. I make a lot of great people. So, I will start talking to Junior Saliente from Team Proppers.
Yes.
Okay. He's actually, and at that time there was a new team. So
Yeah.
with Jody, Richard Plowden, and Ross Levine, they started to create the new team. Because at that time, no one's getting sponsored at that time. I think at that time
Yeah,
was a
they just
full
had
circle. Yeah, the full circle.
right. Full circle
Yeah,
had just stopped, and so they were on their own and trying to
yeah.
create something. You're right. Yeah. I think it was like
So
kind of in between the Victory time as well, because they were with Victory for a second too.
yeah, so
Yep.
at that time, I mean, telling the truth, it's not many sponsor team out there.
No.
Most I see it's a school teams or family teams. So that's why Richard Plot. I would start talking to Richard Plot and Jody and Ross. We start to maybe form a new team. And because at that time I'm no longer with All Star Gear, so I had to. I want to create the best team.
Right.
So I was able to talk to Jody and Richard Plotter and Coach Plotter, and that's why we formed this new team called Team Impacts. And that's how this whole thing started.
Right. So it started with the All Stars. Amanda was on there, and then it kind of went into Impex, and then from there was when right around that time was when you started looking for other teams to sponsor or creating another team. What was your mindset with that?
And like I say, to me, it's like this is not what I do for a living. This
Yes,
is
yes,
something
sir.
I do for fun.
Yep.
Okay. And because I'm the importing business. We have shipment coming in all the time. We have a warehouse set up. We have a shipping station set up. We have all the packing material. So it really don't cost me a lot of money to run this business. So I was able to use a lot of money I make to give it back. So I started with one team, All-Star, and didn't work out. So I started with Impact. By that time, I started talking to Junior Saliente because it's a great guy. I mean, I know him since like 2007.
Yeah.
This is when the NBL Super Grand, at Sacramento. This is back in 2007, 2008.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And this guy just loves karate, but he just don't have a lot of money.
Right.
So we start talking, and I say, listen, if will you mind? I'll help you a little bit. Not much. Just enough to do a couple of tournaments and bring enough people to pay for registration and hotel. And he was very appreciative.
Mm-hmm.
And that was in the team. I did it because I know the guy, and I know he loves karate. He loved the sports, and he still do. Believe me on that.
Yeah. He does. Yes, sir.
So
and then okay, yeah, and then from there it was what was the next team? Was it Next Level or?
No, the next team was then another guy loved this karate. I mean, this sports. It's Alex Ray.
Yeah, that's right.
But he just has such a bad reputation back in
that time.
Back in the day. I mean, he was banned from karate tournaments. I mean, but I can tell he just loved the sports.
Right.
So, and then we start talking, and I say, I got another couple thousand. I can help you. Then he start create his own. He said, I want to bring my own team back. That's why he bring back
WKF.
WKF. Bring back Josh. This is all group kids from Miami.
Yeah.
And also he picked up one of the top player was Ryan George.
Right. Yeah, Ryan George. Yep.
Yeah. So some put this like puzzle together. It's just like it's like the next thing. Then they start like the next thing I believe was Next Level.
Yeah. Which was a school team, but
it was a school team and from Bronx.
Yeah.
And the guy another guy loves karate and loves his family.
Loves it. Yes.
And listen, I see them travel everywhere, packing a van, and I feel bad. I mean, listen, the reason people do karate, it's a sports don't require a lot of money, like baseball, hockey, football,
right.
Equipment. It's something just give a kid a gi, and
yeah.
So that's another team. And at that time business start picking up. So I was able to make it. If I make another $5,000, I pick up another team. If I make additional 5,000, I make another team. Pick another.
That's what it seemed like. This is around probably what, the 2012, 2013,
2012. Yeah, 2012. And that time my daughter started competing because she started high school.
Yeah, she was.
So I don't go to tournament
really
anymore. Yeah. So at that time I say, good, and I'll let I'll some money to help these people. At that time, just try to help these people. It's not. Listen, we have no contract. I have no contract with any team in last 13 years. I have no contract with any team that I sponsor. It's all about man of my words. It's about commitment. So at the Next Level, then what's next? Then what was Timber Lasty with Murphy.
Murphy, yeah. Another guy who loves the sport.
Miami team. Yeah. I mean, he helped a lot of young kids. I mean, Murphy is just another guy that love help. I mean, he produced a lot of world champion, when they were.
Right.
And those kids all started at a young age, 10 years old.
Yes, sir.
So what's the next? Yes, then it was a Murphy. Then the next one, then the hookup was Rick and Sue. They want to start their own team.
Right.
So K-Talk.
Yeah, K-Talk.
So in 5 years, we have like 6, 7 teams. And then after K-Talk, was
I think you
the,
had
no, I say,
Gypsy.
wait a minute, I need to have a Texas team,
Yeah.
and that's why Gypsy came in.
Yeah.
So it's basically like, I make a $8,000. Good, I pick a team,
Okay. Okay.
and
I got
so
it.
been doing for till COVID hits. So it's about 10 years. So we
Wow.
went
That's
from,
awesome.
so we have about, like that time we at the most we have like 6, 7 teams.
6 or 7 teams. And you
Yeah.
also had some individual players like Singao that you sponsored and Daniela Barrientos that
Oh,
you.
let's just did it, from my heart because,
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I know. I know.
Danielle is another great girl. I met through NBA back in 2000, early. And
Yeah,
see, those
2007,
people are
8.
struggle to come here because they spend a lot of money. So it's not a lot of money. Listen, I help these people, not a lot of money. It's just something.
Yeah.
And listen,
Yes,
at
sir.
that time, in St. Gal was another great kid, come from nowhere, sleep in a car.
Right.
Many times I just say, hey, come stay in my room. If I just my floor is better than your car, trust me. So that's how we started, So again, I did it because I love the sports and I see, it's hard to see at least people struggle to go to tournaments or to become success.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
Yes. Sue right now is saying Impex K Talk. They are working now together. Thank you
yes,
for all you do for the sport, Jason Chen. So awesome.
thank you, Sue.
Hey, so
Yeah.
a question. Impex, the name Impex, where did that come from? Is that we've all heard
So
different
Impact
stories.
it's our main business.
Okay,
I'm an
that's what I
import.
thought. So
Yeah, I'm the importing and manufacturing business for promotion product. Like stuff people
yeah,
or making product, sourcing product, so warehouse fulfillment, all that. So that's how the name came in. Impacts. Yeah. So at that time, Richard Providence then he's a team. Right? He said, "What did you use your company team?" I said, "Whatever." Because
yeah,
at that
yeah.
time, all stars already taking them.
Right.
So that's what we should impact.
Okay, okay. Got it, got it. All right. So again, I mean, over 10 years of being involved, not just as a team owner or not, sorry, not owner, but sponsor. Um, you also were very involved, with tournaments and events, um, talk a little bit about that, like, what was it? What was maybe your first event that you kind of got involved in as far as sponsoring? Probably, well, I probably know the answer to that. Probably AmeriKick, but
Yeah. So at that time, helping teams one thing, but I'm trying to help a tournament as well another thing. So I come up with the idea. So I went to all the promoters, say, hey, listen, people don't care about trophies.
right.
People don't care about, all they care is about money, right? So
Yeah.
so I did sponsor a couple events. I put up the money for the prize money. Another major thing I did, I started with a champion glove.
Yeah.
So
The gloves.
I start with gloves. So I start with a super grand,
Yeah.
and so at that time, I mean, he gave out belts. He gave out belts to all the form and weapon champion,
Yeah. It was belts and rings. Yeah.
yeah, rings, yeah, but really nothing for the fighters.
The fighters got belts and rings, but not. But the continuous fighters didn't get the rings at the time.
Yeah,
I think that's
yeah.
yeah. They
So
got
yeah,
just the
so
watches. Yeah.
yeah. So at that time, I'm like, okay. I mean, listen, it's all about business.
Yeah.
Okay. When so I'll create this. So I create this brand. So every champion get a pair of gloves. But when they go home, kids look up to the champion. That's the glove I want to. That's the type of glove I want to use.
Right.
So,
Smart.
so at that time, I mean, listen. I mean, there's a lot of good supplier, like Centuries,
Hmm.
Asian work, but no one
At
has
that time,
no one
but
has this
also
glove. Yeah.
Yeah, but also even at that time, Jason, they weren't very involved, and I really to me, the resurgence of all those guys being involved in the sport, I really contribute to ASG because they had kind of pulled away. I mean, at that time, Asian World used to always sponsor and be a part of Super Grands. They kind of pulled away. Other ones pulled away. And then eventually they kind of now are coming back big time as Century is very involved with the Asian World, has been as well. Other companies now being more
Machos.
involved.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fighters
Listen,
Inc., all those guys. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, this market been forgot for so long. Like,
Yeah.
I guess at that time, just a lot of people lose interest.
Yes.
And so I try to bring back the excitement. So that's why I start with this championship glove. And it was a very success. I think I did it for a long time for NBA. I did a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
double grains.
For Super Grands was a big deal. And still, I mean, that's what all my students ask about those gold gloves. They loved them.
And I know I did a lot for regular tournaments. I mean, like U.S. Open,
New England Open, those.
Yeah, New England Open, a lot of them. Yeah, so by that time, to me, it's just 40 pair glove.
Right.
By that time, every kid's won All-Star gear.
Right.
Every kid's won. So I was able to continue to support for all these teams for almost 10 years.
Right.
And and everyone was very royal, and this, like I say, there's no contract. Okay, this X amount of money I can do, and this is, I mean, like I say, till before COVID, I mean, we were doing very well, and we produced a lot of champions of champions.
Yes, definitely.
I mean, if you look at now, I mean, everyone wear All-Star gear.
Still, yeah, of course, always.
Yeah, I mean, look at it. I mean, everyone wear All-Star gear. So
yeah,
whether
so
they still wear AG or
awesome.
not, but I mean, there's a lot of champion that came from All-Star gear. So,
So yeah, that's awesome. So Jason, yeah, I mean, like you're saying, that's something definitely to not just to be proud of, not just because the gear and everything, but who you supported and how you gave back to the sport. What were some things that were difficult as far as with sponsoring events? Because again, these are stuff that for us, we all need to learn. What can we as promoters do better to get sponsors, but also to treat those sponsors better.
I mean, like I say, sponsor come and goes. I mean, if you're not making the money, it's not healthy.
Okay.
I see a lot of sponsor comes and goes. People throwing big bucks, hundreds, $1,000s. But if they're not getting return, they're not going to stay around.
Right.
That's why a lot of people left. That's why I give Alex Ray a lot of credit. I mean, the guy's really trying to help the sports.
Yes.
I mean, he really take his point fighter to a next level. I mean, he did.
Yeah.
But I say, I mean, the only best sponsor right now is Paul Mitchell.
Right.
That's the only team that's been around for years.
For years and years. Yep. Yes, sir.
Right.
Yeah, they definitely have. And then the other teams that I can think of are ones that have just been doing it. It's not really a sponsor; it's more of out of their own pocket, or just they'll have a players that they'll bring out, and I don't know if it's necessary always a sponsorship or what. Like again, just someone like Joe Greenhall, just who always makes sure he has a team. There's
Yeah,
people
that's
like
a
that. But it's different. And there's
but
never
again,
been the same sponsorship, right? That's kind of really Paul Mitchell's been the only one.
yeah, the Paul Mitchell's only one. But like I say, the only thing I really see, I'm happy that I see a lot of people are jumping in now.
Mm-hmm.
I see top
Yeah.
10 go with Jerry Liker with his top 10 U.S. team.
Yes,
Listen,
sir.
I was happy because what I do is just small part.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it is, and because what I did actually motivate a lot of people to sponsor the event.
Right.
That's why then you start seeing, Century are working with other team as well. With Team Revolution.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
got Sue with Adidas.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got top 10 with USA team. And I know Asian will help a lot of individual too. A lot of
Yeah.
form and the weapon competitor.
Yes. Yes. Definitely. Definitely. Yeah. I mean, there's more involvement now, and I think a lot of that, where a while they kind of stepped away, and now they're back. So
Yeah.
I really think that's awesome to see. Like Mike from Bears, Jason has helped out many people, and then they thanked them in return. Such a great person. So
Hi, Michael. How you doing? So, actually, so I'm happy. What I do is just now help a group of people.
yeah,
I do help the industry with many other sponsor. And competition is good. I mean,
yes,
for like 5-6 years, you see like only AG team are fighting with AG teams. There's
yeah,
no
right.
other teams.
That was
No,
for a while. Yeah, you're right.
yeah, well, it was just like our own team are competing against each other. There's no, and maybe just a couple local team. We don't see many other, there's a lot of four-man weapon competition teams,
Yeah,
but not
but not
many
the fighting
fighting teams.
teams.
Yeah,
Right.
so, but then you start see top tens put up the 10, then you start seeing like, so it's all good, it's just like competition is good, you help each other, you know, push each other. And so I was fine with it,
Yeah, yeah,
It's just set another example that Alex Rea, many times he come to me and say, Jason, thank you so much for everything you did for me. But now I got a lot of people approach me and want me to help me to promote their brand. I tell
right.
Alex, go ahead, do it, take it.
Yeah,
So then that's why you start seeing him advertise for top 10.
mhm.
I mean, but he come to me for advice. If
Yeah,
he said, I
right.
want to do it because but I give him okay. I said, go ahead, do it. If he's going to pay you and you're going to help him, it's good. It's just like,
Yeah,
we need Coca-Cola and Pepsi. We need
yes, sir.
McDonald's and Burger King. Competition is good. To me, it's good.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So, but like I say, you start seeing more teams. Now you see a lot of Canadian team, Mike Pilates doing his own team.
Yeah,
It's helping a lot of people too,
yeah, yeah. Definitely, especially
Yeah,
in Mexico
yeah.
and Canada. So definitely. Hey, we finally got our co-host back on. So what's up, Alex? How you doing, man?
Jason, what's happening, man?
What's up, Alex? How you doing?
Man, it was chaotic here. I don't know if Jeff told you. Jeff, did you tell him what happened?
I didn't get to tell him all what happened yet.
Jason. So I'll give you a little snippet. So I sat down to do the show. I was ready, and I noticed, I look to my left up here, and there's water coming down from my window well, just like not a small amount. So I'm like, oh man, I got to go take care of that. Come to find out, every window well in my house is filled with water.
Oh, man.
And the crazy part is I just spent thousands upon thousands of dollars for all new concrete, new roof, new drains, new gutters, and everything. Now it's worse than it's ever been. Just whatever.
Wow.
What you
So
have
everything
to do
good?
as homeowners, right? You just hemorrhage cash.
So where are you now? I mean, are you in Chicago?
Yeah, man. I'm never leaving.
Yeah.
I
Good.
love
So
this place.
anyway, thank you for having me.
Dude,
Yes,
thanks
sir.
for being
Yes,
on. We
sir.
talked a while about you coming on. You have to
Yes,
get me up
we
to
have
speed.
been.
I was in the background for a little bit, just catching up a little bit. So
Yeah.
you'll have
Yeah,
to catch me up to speed on some
we've
things.
we've kind of covered most of the main things. Now it's just kind of talking some just hitting some points of things of really I want to know, like I just asked Jason about what was maybe the hardest part of sponsored events, and maybe what is it that sponsors should expect. Alex, I think this is another great question, the one that we kind of always bring up when we talk about sponsorships. Jason sponsored teams, he also sponsored events.
Yes.
But your question always is, okay, when does having a sponsor as a player become like, another job, a second job? What is it that you expect from the teams or even the players to do if they are sponsored there, Jason? Or what is it that you want? Like you said, I know you want to see some type of return, right? That's kind of the main thing. But for this, you did it more as, just to support people, to give back.
Listen, like I say, I'm a little bit different. When I decided to, again, like I said, I told everyone, I did it for fun.
Right.
It's not like something I need to bring meal to my table. Listen, I will not survive. I mean, because this is just something I did it for fun. I did my number. So if there's extra $5,000, I'm start talking to somebody. If there's another $5,000, I start talking to somebody. But listen, if I just stay with impacts, I probably make a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, every year I spend probably between $60,000 to $100,000 for all these, sponsors.
Teams.
Give us stuff.
Yeah.
You're helping teams, you help tournaments.
Right.
And on top of that, people say, "Why you sponsor Sengal at Day Now?" I'm like, I did it because
Sengal was a cool dude.
That's
That's
like
why.
I say, and he's not even fighting, but I still did it.
Yeah, exactly. But it helped. Even, I mean, again, no matter visibility is visibility. It doesn't matter if they're fighting forms, whatever. It's that doesn't matter. You had some guys that you're like Jacob Pinto, Dallas Liu that you had as well. So I mean, they're on stage all the time with ASG on. I mean, what
it's
does it
about
matter?
business.
What does it matter if they're fighting or not?
But again, it's I did it for fun, and I mean, so making money, it's not to me, it's no big deal, so pretty much, if I make 100,000, I spend 100,000, every year.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
I got.
And again, like you said, this was your second business.
Yeah, it is just something I did it for fun, and because what I do really don't cost me a lot of money for overheads,
Right.
cost of doing business. So I was able to do that, but at the same time, but these people are actually helping me. So I was able to do more sales and make more money and help more people. So that was just, it just.
I got a question, Jason, because I heard this while I was in the back. When you mentioned, you said, we need to get more sponsors. We need to get Pepsi. We need to get Coca-Cola. What's a sponsor you think that someone within the sport martial arts community should really be knocking down the door of?
Hey, just like I say, I love competition. That's motivations. Wow, they come up with nice gear. Let me how to come up with nice gear. Let me how to come up with nice design. So like I said earlier, the competition is good. That makes me want to do more things. Create more better products. But again, it's all good.
Well, you came up with some pretty good designs yourself, though. You came up with some good designs. I don't know if you remember, but like years back, I reached out to you. I was like, "Hey, Jason, I want National Karate to have some, ASG gear. I was thinking about this, and what you threw back was way better than what I was trying to give to you." I was like, "Yeah, never mind, Jason.
I used a lot of collars.
That's way better. I'm gonna do that.
I used a lot of collars. I used a lot of logos because everyone has cool logos. I mean, you go out there, every karate teams, schools, they all have a real cool logos, and we need to show their logos, because that's their identities. People look at that logo, wow, that's a K-Tuck, no, that's Tim Ackerman's,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who will come up with stripes, on their uniforms, Who will use neon color on their uniforms? I mean, so.
Well, what was your favorite style?
Yeah.
Your favorite style uniform? Because, there was a lot. What was your favorite uniform you ever made?
Jason, I always like Tim Alchemy's.
Me too. Those are my favorites. I
always like Tim Alchemy's.
Alchemy's is so cool with the pin, when they had the pinstripes, all of them. And like I said, they got a new uniform every year.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, Largo did a good job. He has a lot of cookie. I mean, he don't order 20, 30. He ordered 80, 100 uniforms.
Yeah.
and that was a bit account for from, and he have own custom gears, so like I say, it's about it's just coming good time, with no competitions. At that time, I was like I said, I was debating. I need to be something. So I cannot make. I tell you, at that time, I have a kid. I have a school don't want to buy from me. They say, Jason, if I'm paying $50 for a pair of gloves, I can sell $35 the foam the foam dips.
Mantra, yeah.
The kids buying pair every month. 2 months. Yeah. Your glove could last 6 months, or could be. So at that time, I tell myself, okay, I cannot make so too good that will last 2 years. I need to be something only good for 6 months or 2. It's a contest.
That's still good,
right?
But look at what you did though with that. Let's just take a step back. All right, with what you just mentioned, because there's the karate school owner that was, short-sighted. And they were like, oh, no, I got to think about the return. I need more of this. It's $35. It's $35. What you did was change the culture. So now the kid doesn't even want that foam dip gear. Nobody wants that foam dip gear. So now if that kid is at a tournament with the foam dip gear, he looks weird. He looks weird. Really? The only people I see wearing foam dip gear, period, specifically hand pads. Some guys like myself still hang on to the foam dip foot pads. But the hand pads, I think the only people I see with foam dip hand pads are like Darren Payne and like occasionally Cam Dawson. That's it.
Yeah.
Nobody else. Nobody else.
But you understand, it's tough to push this glove at the beginning because karate, we're fighting open-handed.
Yeah.
So people like to keep their hand open. This type of glove, you have to make the fist at all time. So now, then people start complaining, oh, the glove rips. This type of glove is not intended for open hand fighting style. So it's come down to a point. Okay, it's quality issue or fighting issue. So, but I say you're right. I changed it because it's for more protection. Because like I was telling Chip earlier, my daughter when she was 9 years old doing continuous at NBL, she got more scratch on her face because people are fighting continuous with open ankle. So that's another reason I push this. I really push this type of glove because for safety reasons.
Well, let's talk about when that happened. Jeff, stop me if you guys already covered this. But when you first decided to do that and you're like, all right, we're going to do it now, you started, and it was like you with the team All-Stars. With
2010.
Okay.
Yeah. Just,
You guys already covered that?
That was one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Of course,
man.
man.
I just wanted.
Of course.
Never mind.
Of course, Alex. What do you think?
That's
What
okay.
do you think we've been talking about this whole time, Alex? What do you think we've been talking about?
I don't know. I thought you were talking about
I know.
his NBA championship picks. I'm not quite sure.
But I was telling Jeff earlier, but at that time, I mean, there's a couple brands. You know, you have SAP from Italy, then you have Top 10 from Germany, and listen, they're good products, but it's just so expensive. You know, it's just at that time was like at least they had to sell the glove at $80, $90.
I think it was.
You know, you talk about helmets. Helmets like $150.
Right.
Your retail. For your retail is less than their wholesale.
Yeah. But again, just like right. So, but like you say, they of course they have to sacrifice some quality, but at the same time to meet the price point. And by the same time, like I told you earlier, it's school will not buy from me because it will last too long. They rather sell the foam tip like a pair every 2 months. You know. So that's the reason I try to, make it a little bit, I mean, try to make more affordable, gear, but at the same time with style on, with style.
Well, I mean, I think Jason, what it made it also. So for me, I'd have 2 or 3 levels, like within my school. All right, the basic package that you would get, which is the foam dip, and then the next level package, which is the ASG, and then kind of what went from there, and I think that was another thing that was great within schools is that premium level, type gear that you could do, and I think, it made it a status, because again, oh, all right, I got my sparring gear, and then they're already looking, oh, but I want that, so, if the parents just want to stay with the cheap stuff, that's fine. You can go to the next level, and there's always more. There's always the next level.
Yeah, I think beginning level. I mean, listen, but I do use a lot of color and logo to create a product, and that makes it special. That's one of a kind. And a lot of people, I did it. Jolly did it for his school. A lot of school doing it. And so it become trendy, and now you see everyone come up with nice design now, back in 10 toys, either red or solid red, solid black, blue, white, that's it. So I mean, good. So now everyone come up with new fashion.
Yeah, you did a phenomenal job with that, with coming up with a lot of different designs. You talked about what your favorite one was.
Yeah.
I
told you,
what's the ugliest design someone wanted you to design? Someone was like, Jason, I want you to make this. And you were like, please don't make this. Please don't make me make this. What is the ugliest looking design somebody asked you to make?
So many. But most people let me design for them. So what I did is I will design couple they email me their logo. See, my biggest challenge is, when you customize this type of uniform, it requires minimum, So I can't do 10, 20 uniforms. I could do a minimum of 30 because when you have 30 uniform in 7 different sizes, it's only, and on top of that, you have a kids like size 0, 1, or 2, plus you have size 5 and 6.
Yeah.
The size is so different. I can't use one size logo. I have to create logo in different sizes to fit the uniform.
Yeah.
So it's a very challenge. And it's cost of doing that is very expensive. Just like printing T-shirt.
Yeah.
You know how they go. And
Right.
So
what was the ugliest one?
There's no ugly one. Everyone's
Come
nice.
on, you just said there were so many.
No. I designed most of them. How can I call it ugly? No, I did most of them.
You. No, there was one time somebody wanted you to design
No,
something.
then you tell me which one's the ugliest uniform out there.
Yeah, which one?
No, you tell me. Which
I'm
one?
telling you. Oh man. Yeah, that's a hard one. I've seen some ugly school ones on the NPL.
For me, it would be the logo
over the past years. Yeah, a lot of it's the logo though.
For me, it would be the logo. Like, you need to come up with a new logo.
I try to stay away from.
Rethink the name of your karate school. Just come up with something completely different. Change your business.
That's funny.
So far, every design,
it's cool.
I'm very happy. Yeah. I'm very happy every design. I mean, like I say, there's a lot of good ones out there. Tim Velocity. I mean, originally I started with 2 colors. Only 2 colors.
Mm-hmm.
And then I start with 3 colors, 3 panels. Then you have 2 color, 2-tone sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have a legs. So it becomes a 3 color, and 3 color really stand out. They really stand out. That's why everyone, Impacts is nice with gold and navy.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I always like the proper ones. Even the first one, that silver and orange, the very first one they had, and even the second one,
orange and gray. And then he come out with the Tiffany colors. Yeah, those are good colors.
Theirs might have been my favorite.
Poppers.
Yeah, it might have been my favorite.
Yeah,
because they had the blue. Because they had the teal blue also.
Yeah,
that was cool.
And I said the coolest logo I think I did was K-Top with that dragon on the back.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite. They real. That's one of my favorite.
And Jeff, stop me if you guys already covered this as well. When did you get into the ASG Europe?
Oh yeah, we really didn't talk too much about that.
So
tell me how that happened. It was like all of a sudden, I remember is all of a sudden I'm watching this guy like Harold Schmidt, and I'm like, wait, I don't remember you wearing ASG. How the heck did this happen? And then you see another person, you're like,
everybody wears ASG. I don't care.
What is this?
So at that time I was with All Star gear. I mean, with All Star team only. So at that time we started with so originally was just Raymond All Star USA. And we went to Irish Open. Then we met a lot of great people. So we decided to add a couple of team members on All Star and form a called All Star Europe. And then with Harold Smith, with Savango, and we have Nico, bunch of guys. So that's how we started. But by the time it was challenged to push the European markets because WAGO only sanctioned.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. They have like a certain brand. Do you have to pay extra to be one of those brands, or what is the deal to do that?
You have to pay them for them to allow your equipment. But so I did a couple of years. By that time, it's only for WAGO International. I cannot use all. But I think the WAGO Championship is only exclusive to top 10 only.
Okay.
So everybody has to wear top 10. It's fair? Nah, but it's another story, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
very neat. So,
Yeah, that is
but
the way it is, right? There's certain
it's,
ways with
yeah,
these organization. So,
yeah,
and again, you kind of found your way around that as far as sponsoring other teams, other circuits, and
hmm
different things. But that was cool to see, an ASG Europe and to see those guys, there. And then even later on, you had distributors in different areas, right? In different
yeah.
countries. Um,
So
so
that is another story. So at that time, I'm pretty much by myself to promote the brand. But at that time, there's not, so besides sponsorship, for me to help these people to make extra money is to sell the equipment at their local tournaments. So
right, right.
Junior Saudi did it. So I mean, it's it's no brainer for those guys to go to tournaments and because they pay small fee to get a vendor table
Yeah, yeah.
and all I do is just ship some equipment to them. And I'll tell you, I mean, a lot was under consignment. So I ship something to juniors, sell them. And
There's a lot of different guys.
Jeremy Roque was selling them in Orlando.
Yep.
Then you have
Jeff
then
McGregor.
Jim McGregor. He's more my vendor. He's
Yeah,
out there
sure.
to about 30 tournaments. Then there's another guy. Dana, right? Padaway.
Yes, Dane. Yep.
Yeah. He's in Texas.
hmm
Then I have another guy. I have a Kyle Ree.
Yep.
Yes, Kyle
Yeah,
Reed. Yep.
he's on the North Street. So I got pretty much. So I just try to help these people. I give them products based on consignment, and they just go out there and make some money. You know.
hmm
So that was another way to help a couple individuals.
Right,
So
right. And so you did that for those in the area, and then you had some of those in like Europe or UK as well. And
yeah,
were
and then
you in
UK. I have a UK. I have a guy in UK.
were you in Canada as
Also,
well?
Canada. Canada was small. It's just so shipping to Canada is so expensive.
Okay.
It's just,
Okay.
you ship it like 10 pair of boxes. It costs like $80, $90. It's
Was
just
shipping to Canada more than shipping to the UK?
it's about the same. It's about the same.
Wow.
Shipping,
Wow.
shipping.
Wow.
Like retailer. I mean, shipping is like $10, $12 to Canada or Europe. So it's tough. So that's why I have a couple guys in UK and Canada selling the gear, but it's hard
Okay.
because the shipping is just so expensive.
Yeah.
But a lot of Canada people, the customers, they will. I ship to tournament for them. I ship to tournaments. They say, "Hey, Jason, I'm coming to New England. This is my order. Can you ship to my hotel?" So this is what I do for
Oh, okay.
Loophole.
Interesting.
That's
for,
Yeah.
for
good.
a lot of international people. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of Mexican, Guatemala, a lot of people, a lot of customers. I mean, believe
Right.
me, I do get a lot of support from South America.
Yes,
You know,
definitely.
I do get.
Definitely.
At that time I have a. I mean, we're customer. We're customer from Chile. We're customer from Honduras. I mean,
Yeah.
Argentina. I mean, so it was good. It was
Yeah.
good for
Over 10
five,
years.
six
Yeah.
years. Yeah, because
Well,
at that time there's no competitions.
right.
It's because there's no other type of similar gears at that kind of price.
Right.
And
Right.
so another thing I say, competition is good, and like I say, not just my team benefit from everything.
hmm
No, you are seeing more people can sponsor, and because all-star gear, they say you see top 10 swallow the team. Now you see a group of people that benefit from top 10. Now you see people from Century, another group of people. And the reason those people start sponsored because I hate to say it, but because of AG out there.
Yeah.
No, I got a question along those lines, though, Jason. So since you sponsored 357 teams, why not just host a tournament?
Talk about Century?
No, you.
Oh, me?
Yeah,
Let-
I'm just asking. I don't know. I don't know if you've ever considered it, but I feel like the team benefits you, and you were the one anomaly that was able to have a team and then just decide I'm going to sponsor the sport karate world for a decade, right? But
no, I thought about these. So
all right,
at that time,
Yeah.
I was thinking about maybe I should do an AAG challenge or whatever. Put up this big money in. But I don't want to be a label. Like, there are certain tournament, people just don't want to go to your tournament because they know they're not going to win.
okay.
Got it.
So I don't want people give me that label. Say, hey, if you're not AAG team, you're not going to win.
Okay.
So
I
I
can see
did.
that. But
Yeah,
now
yeah.
it's a little different. Now it's different. Why not now?
Tell the truth, I'm getting tired.
Well,
Yeah.
No, I get that. I get that.
I've been doing this for so long, like since
Yeah.
2009.
Right.
And when COVID hits, it's getting hard. It's like it.
That was your awakening to say maybe we just don't anymore.
No, that's more. Listen, I'm 56 now. And people were surprised because my daughter started competing 2012.
Right. And
That
you
time
got
I
into
should
it even more.
I should walk away. I did. And like I was telling Jeff from the beginning, I was just a karate guy.
Right.
And I happened to meet a lot of great people, Raymond, and they helped me, help my daughter, So that's how we started this business. But when after I break up with Rostock here, and then my daughter stopped competing, I really want to walk away, but I can't. I already got commitments.
Okay, so wait a minute. You kind of wanted to walk away then.
Yeah, 2012.
But you felt like I'm committed to these people.
Yeah, I committed. At that time, I already committed to Team Impacts, and I committed to Team Proper.
Mm-hmm.
That's a long time to stay with a commitment.
Yeah. So
when you didn't want to do it to start with. Wow. Okay.
So that's I seriously, at that time didn't walk out with Ray. I was like, well, I'm doing it, but because commitment. But that's why I'm so appreciative that I can call these people up. Like they're like my family,
Right.
Guys, I mean every team I sponsor, everyone still call me every day. I mean, Jesse, Ray, Alex Reyes. They still text me, holidays, and I tell Jeff, all these seven teams, we had no contract.
Right.
I never make anybody sign anything. It's about commitment. Like I'm facing you right now. This I'm gonna do. Will you do it? Yes. Okay. And
there we go.
I never miss a payment. You can ask everybody. I know there are some.
Say that.
What?
Not every team can say that.
I mean, I know some team laugh. I get it. But no one can badmouth me because I never miss a single payment.
Exactly.
I never,
That's awesome.
when I committed, you're not talking about just money. You're talking about they had to get free gear, they had to get uniform, bag, helmets,
everything. Yeah, it's
a lot.
It's more than just the money. Yeah,
it's not money. Then when these people, when they need the money, they count on your money to go.
Right.
But it's hard. It's very
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah,
It's
it's tough.
So
And then
you guys,
tackling an event is a whole nother headache. And yeah.
so
Well,
Jeff, you
I don't
asked
know.
me.
I kind of thought maybe you're done with the team aspect. Maybe you're done with like I'm competing against you. I'm competing against you. I'm sponsoring you. I'm sponsoring you. Maybe now that's why I asked the question. Maybe now it's like, all right, totally different venue, but I love this sport martial arts community that we're a part of. I'm gonna host XYZ tournament. Everybody.
That's a hard.
Oh
It's
yeah,
hard.
I know that.
It's hard. I can't do it by myself.
Nobody can.
So I thought about that this back in long time ago. I do thought about do an ASG tournament, but like I say, it's hard. It's hard for people to win at Grand Ocean. What's that? Paul Mitchell.
Yeah, Ocean State.
Ocean State.
Oh,
Yeah.
Paul Mitchell.
Yeah, it's hard, and then it's so. You guys know, but you guys know better.
Yeah, we know.
That's the thing is, it doesn't have to be continuing. What if you just threw a one-time only?
Yeah, I did it. I do put out $5,000 for woman fight, civil fight.
Right.
When I tried to help Lee Ireland in New York, Twin Tower.
Yeah.
I put up money, $5,000. I think Jennifer Santiago won that time. Because nobody at the time give a woman any money.
Right.
And I put up $5,000 for woman super fight.
I don't think that many people want to fight Jennifer Santiago in a super fight.
But this is like at least 8-9 years ago. But
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But they're not changing.
Yeah.
Girls don't get Warrior
it's not
Cup.
that different.
But now they get Warrior Cup because
we have to. Yes, it had to start
just
somewhere.
answer your question. Why sponsor come and goes? Because no one's making money.
No.
Right.
No one's making money.
No, not even. People think that all these promoters are making so much money doing. No, they're not. They're not. There may be a couple.
Josh, WCAT.
Yeah. Josh Horich, yeah.
He did got good sponsorship a couple years ago. The Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Taco Bell. I don't know. Does he still have that?
No, he lost it.
Yeah.
Those people only come for 1 or 2 good 2 years.
How did he lose it?
I don't know. I don't know.
Jason, I feel like you know.
I don't know anything. I stay away.
Come on now.
I stay away from gossip.
This is not gossip.
That was a great sponsor.
Inside scoop.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't say something I don't know. So
that's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna ask.
But so my point was a lot of good sponsorship, but they don't last.
Right.
But why? But see, I'm a little bit different. Amanda, I want to say hi. Amanda just bring me a water.
Yeah, Amanda, what's happening?
How are you?
We've probably mentioned you like, I don't know, 24 times on the show so far.
Yeah, I watched it in another room.
You were watching it. You should have just been here.
Oh, no. This is his moment.
Well,
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wait a minute. Amanda, you're here.
Yeah.
What was your favorite moment with
Yes.
All-Star Experience?
Oh, it was probably like just the people that I met, like the team aspect of it. Because when I first started, we were like pretty much on our own a lot, like traveling. We didn't really know what we were doing. And then just meeting like a lot of people on the way and having like support in many different areas. Even if we weren't on the same team. Like I had many people come coach me and like help me
Joe
out.
Greenhall,
Yeah. So yeah, that's my
Chelsea Nash.
Northcutt.
And Northcutt. Yeah, these people just there to. We don't want anybody. And that at that time, Mark Russo had stopped going to tournaments because
Right.
there was.
That's right.
So we were just there on our own, and without knowing anybody. And we do meet a lot of great people. I mean, I met you what in Superplane.
Yeah,
in
years
Buffalo.
ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
2009 probably. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's right.
So that was my motivation, start this new company, and to help these people, At
Well,
that time,
and just
let
Jason,
me
I'm
see.
saying, as
At that time, I
we're
tell this is why I tell Raymond. I say, Raymond, I have no problem sponsor the team, but it's not healthy. I can't just keep giving you guys fish. I have to teach you how to fish. So that's how we end up start this company.
Wait, explain that.
Yeah. So listen, I can put up $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 for a team. That's not a problem. But once my daughter stop, I'm done.
Okay.
So that's why I say, Raymond, then this might be an opportunity we start his own brands, and start his affordable sparring gear and see how to go. And actually become very successful at that time. And on top of that, All-Star was the best team out there.
Yeah.
Everybody want to wear what they wear, using the equipment they are using, and it was perfect.
Yeah.
But by that time it was just more like, okay, then how I take this business next level. It just sort of help more people.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I end up sponsoring more people. But listen, this is why I tell Raymond. People, I don't want 15% of business. I want 100% of business. Every coin is two sides. People either love you or hate you. Now, if people hate you, they will never buy our gears. So that's why I try to convince him to say, okay, then we should work with other teams.
Mm-hmm.
And because that's the right way.
So how did he take it?
Spread it out.
Yeah. So just try to. It's more about business. So that's why. Then.
So how did he take it when you told him that?
Of course, they're not happy.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
I don't want to go into.
We don't need to get into that.
That's fine.
But the main thing with that,
we're still good friends. We still talk to each other. We still text each other. But
I mean, the main thing, Jason, is that like you said, you've helped so many people in the sport. You created something with the help of other people as well that is lasting and still will. Everyone's going to remember ASG gear, All-Star gear. Like you said, affordable sparring gear, because that was a key thing that you said was making that gear that you saw over in Europe affordable here and better. So, I mean, I just say thank you so much. I know for me, you helped a lot with my event of just being involved for several years, and also many schools. Just getting them excited about that, and actually teaching some of them as well how to make money doing this. Because again, before that, okay, I mean, there wasn't custom gear really that you could do and make, your own. Really, there really wasn't. There was, you put your logo on a black or on a bold look uniform, and that was about it.
Or a sticker.
Yeah, or a sticker on a macho gear, and that was it.
On some warrior pads.
Yeah. So I mean, thank you for doing that and teaching us martial artists, how to level up as well in the business. So, and of course, in all the sponsors, the teams you sponsor, I know all of them, a lot of them have chimed in and talked and said thank you. So we really appreciate it, Jason, as well.
No, thank you. So thank you for having me. But like I say, I did it. It's not because, I love it. Like I said, my daughter say, there's a lot of great people out there.
So many.
I'm
You're
very
right.
happy I can be part of their life. I mean, if you look at every one of them, whether before, now, there's still people, they're what age you'd be proud of before, but even.
Will we ever see you at a tournament again?
The only one, I tell you, the only one I will probably go is American Kick because it's convenient.
Mm-hmm.
I always try to support Maru. So that's where my daughter started.
Right.
She started training Mark when she was 4 years old.
Wow.
And at that time Mark has a lot of Chris Malaris.
Yeah.
Anthony. What's that girl's name?
Yeah, he had the ones that did the
A lot
weapons.
of
Yeah, the Cochrans, all those guys. Yeah.
Cochran girl, yeah. She started my daughter with both, yeah.
Yes, that's right. Right.
I mean, Mark do have a lot of champions.
Yes.
So
yeah.
so my
Nick
daughter
Verdone.
saw this and that was we saw the NBO built. That was a dream to own one of those,
That's awesome.
and she did. So so
nice.
That's so cool.
Yeah. But like I say, thanks for having me. I never
hang it, man. This was a lot of fun. I'm bummed I couldn't be here for the entirety, but I'm glad we got to hang.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you, Jason.
Hey, thank you. So good luck and continue what you're doing.
I appreciate it.
Next time I'm in Jersey, we'll get together.
All right, yes.
The next time I'm in Jersey will be the first time I've ever been.
Or Philadelphia, or New York City. I go to New York. Amanda's in New York City now, so I go to New York City a lot. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
This has been another episode of Inside Scoop with Alex and Jeff. I'm Alex Dingman.
I'm Jeff Doss. See you guys next week.
Take care, everybody. All right. Good night.
Thanks, Jason.
All right. Bye.